Moving on to Hasan.
Yeah, Mizkif definitely was just trying to ride the wave. That's what he's doing. He's riding any wave of anyone who's getting called out so he could try to make people forget all the nastiness that he was going through. She hit me with plushies. Shut your punk self up. Why you crying about plushies, nigga? Meanwhile, you tossing your phone. You just flinging your phone at shorty. She but this tall. Remember, was small as hell. This nigga, you know, he got more views than me. That's what he was. That nigga went in there. He looked at his analytics and was like, Emerald get more views. Oh, my bad. That was an accident. Mizkif, nobody want to hear what you have to say, bro. Like, I really... You said, haven't you heard? It's demon time. It's demon time? Okay. Well, I'm Team Jesus, so I'm good. My Lord and Savior gonna protect me from his demon time. Ain't nobody afraid of his demon time regardless.
So today, Hasan is going viral for, quote, China maxing and basically shilling for foreign governments as he does best. And he basically got called out on the news by this woman, and he just exposes himself as the biggest racist ever. So it starts here where he defends foreign propaganda because that's literally what he does himself.
Committee holding a hearing to look into claims that foreign actors may be secretly influencing U.S. nonprofits. A report alleging that the far-left group Democratic Socialists of America has foreign ties that are working to undermine federal authorities under the guise of protests, saying they found, quote, the DSA's rhetoric matches the anti-U.S. propaganda.
This is so funny. It's like, yeah, it's because the anti-U.S. propaganda coming from foreign adversaries is correct. It's not anti-U.S. propaganda. It's just correct. Like, for example, when, I don't know, the Chinese government or the Russian government, regardless of their own personal moral infallibility or whatever aside, right? Like, they're not obviously infallible, but like when they actually adequately address some of the issues that are taking place in America, that's not propaganda. That's just a reflection of reality.
Well, that take is not surprising at all, not shocking at all. Leave it to Hasan to defend basically anything anti-America, right? The foreign governments are just right, okay? As long as they're criticizing the U.S., they are automatically correct. That's how it works. Crazy. Hasan will defend anything and anyone, including the worst of humanity being terrorists, as long as they are anti-America. That is simply how it operates in the Piker universe. Also, I love how he does the same shit again, where he's like, yeah, they have flaws, but we never talk about those flaws. We just sort of hand wave that shit, you know, like actual oppression. For example, the Iranian government gunning down protesters or any sort of oppression in any foreign country. This guy will claim that North Korea treats its citizens better than the U.S. government does, which is absolutely fucking absurd. Regardless.
Yeah, that sounds insane. Yo, that sounds crazy. Hasan is bugging out. He will say whatever, right? He admitted to being like someone who spreads propaganda. He full-fledged admitted. How does anyone take Hasan seriously? I have no idea. This dude is crazy, bro. Yikes. Nasty as hell.
Regardless of what's going on in the U.S. and how bad it is not comparable to North fucking Korea. But according to Hasan, the guy who glazes the U.S.
How you doing, Geoverse? How are you?
SR as well. All these achievements under his belt, collecting them like fucking COD trophies or some shit. So anyways, let's get to the part with this woman who's talking about the trend of China maxing, where essentially influencers are paid to do propaganda and sometimes unknowingly as well. And Hasan is obviously pissed considering the guy considers himself spiritually Chinese after spending 2 weeks in China on his paid luxury vacation.
Xi Van Fleet, a survivor of Mao's revolution, joins me now, and China. So our foreign adversaries, namely China, actively behind the push towards socialism here in the U.S.
Yes, absolutely. You see it everywhere. And the recent thing is what's trending is called China maxing.
This lady is my favorite. She hates me. This lady is like, I survived the Cultural Revolution. You know what's just like the Great Leap Forward? Columbia University. like I love these sorts of people that come in and they're just like, whatever current thing that's like frustrating, I don't know, 75-year-old boomers in Iowa is exactly what it was like in the Chinese countryside.
The first one is about propaganda. The second one is about influence. And
It's pretty funny to say this also about China in general, because they are, in my opinion, far too disinterested in doing soft power. I mean, that's changing a little bit, but like up until this moment, they straight up were like, no, we're just going to sell to our own market. Like, we have a massive consumer base in China. We're just going to make cultural works that only Chinese people will consume, which I think is a massive mistake. Because soft power is the name of the game. America's cultural dominance, America's hegemonic superpower status, in large part is due to the cultural imperialism, the soft power that comes from Hollywood, right? China doesn't do that.
Right. So bro is actually just giving them free tips at this point. I mean, how much are they
sounds
paying you,
crazy.
Hassan, honestly? Because this guy's legitimately like, there isn't enough
Yeah, he on the roster. He on the roster for sure. That sounds crazy. Whoa.
propaganda. All right. There isn't enough foreign propaganda. There should be more, right? There should be more. There should be more people like me, just wire me like double the doubloons on PayPal and I'll do it. Hassan unironically will be like, I'll do the propaganda myself. China number one. Don't worry. US bad. They brainwash everybody through their Marvel movies in Hollywood, right? China and all these other countries need to get on their level, right? Start infiltrating TikTok. Come on. Pay the influencers. I mean, he's not even hiding it at this point, and we'll see later it becomes blatantly fucking obvious when he's flashing his accessories. Also, this is always a mistake, never do this, but if you look at Hassan's chat here, Peepo smile, Mao missed one, Peepo smile. I mean, just surprised they don't want her dead, but I probably missed that message. So then she talks about like these TikTok influencers getting paid to do this sort of propaganda, and then she explicitly brings up Hassan.
it's something that CCP is expert of. They will capture the elite. In this case, they capture a lot of the influencers in social media, especially in TikTok. And most of the people who are influenced have no idea that they are the target. And some, of course, they do because they get paid handsomely. And one of the examples is Hasan Piker. He went to China for 2 weeks and come back. A Chinese now leading the China magazine on the social media.
Yes. Hey, Michael from Pennsylvania. Notice how she said I'm Chinese now? Oh, look at me. I'm Michael from Beijing. No, you're not. Hey, yo, did you hear that? Let's run that back. She said, I'm Chinese. Let's go.
Bro, oh my God. He
He's
is
bugging out.
creaming himself at this. He's like, she noticed me. Oh my God, somebody called me Chinese. Yes, I'm totally one.
He different. He's definitely a weirdo, if I had to say so myself. Like, what the hell is wrong with him? He's way too excited about that, bro. Way too excited.
Of you, brother, are you good? Also, like, just for the record, I don't think she was talking literally, okay? I don't think she legitimately thinks you morphed into a Chinese person. I think what she means to say is that you're shilling after a literal week there, soy facing at the Red Book, covering for the police that was stopping you for a meme on your phone. Meanwhile, if that happened in the US, you would be saying they're the Gestapo. And I feel like what she's actually referring to might be that instance of Hassan calling himself spiritually Chinese.
My mind, in my conscience, I have already become Chinese. We were already white Chinese in this chat. I've already become full Chinese.
Because this man is such a fucking dork, right? A shape-shifting dork. Schrodinger's Turk, they call him, right? Because he changes races and skin colors like a fucking chameleon. So he was trying to add Chinese to his belt as well, but the people were obviously not having it. So I don't know what exactly she was referring to there, but nobody thinks you're Chinese, man. Get over yourself. Then he starts attempting to speak in Chinese in some weird sort of emulation.
Why the Chinese influence
Okay, I don't know about
Yeah, that sounded racist. That definitely had to be racist. I don't know. That sounded racist.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name, you.
Yeah, I ain't like that. That was a little weird.
That just looked really racist, bro. Like, I don't know what the hell he was doing there, what he was trying to do.
That was
So
pretty-
he was like playing
It looked pretty racist, bro. I ain't going front. Yo, what the hell? He just gonna get away with that too. Wow. Y'all agree? I should do like a poll in a chat. I should do a poll. Let me see. Am I even able to do it? Let me see. Start a poll. Yo, was that racist? If you're watching the replay, tell me if it was racist in the comment section. But I just put a poll up in the chat. Was that racist? Y'all tell me. If you're watching the replay and you can't vote, vote in the comment section. I will be checking that out. That, to me personally, that sounded wild. That sounded crazy, bro. And I think if it was anyone else, they would have received backlash for that. That's not me saying that they should. I know me. I ain't trying to cancel nobody. I'm okay with edgy jokes. But because this is Hasan, it seems like he's getting away with a lot that other people wouldn't. I'm just saying. Tell me in the comment section.
Music or something, and I guess trying to sing along or whatever, but it's just convenient he does that when she's on the screen, right? The least racist woke person right here.
Fuck this South Vietnamese. Why don't you go back and live in fucking South Vietnam in the same conditions?
This guy was legitimately like, oh yes, Chinese person spotted. I must bust out my dog shit just singing attempt in fucking Chinese or whatever. There's no way. There's just no way, man. Anyway, so then
let me read what y'all saying. You said he thinks he has the privilege to be able to get away with that ish. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was insane. I've had so many leftists do this. What? They be out here wilding like that? I didn't know that. Wow. You said, oh yeah, that's deaf racist. He forgot to say, love you long time though. That was funny. That is funny as hell. What's up, Computer Blue? How you doing? Let me see what else you guys are saying. Fetishizing Chinese culture, claiming to be Chinese, but is openly hateful about Chinese people. Yeah. He speaks about Asians in a nasty way. Not just just other races in general. I've heard him do like similar rants. Yeah, he's pretty nasty with it. All out in the open, not hiding.
All out Hasan for his propaganda, and he just doubles down in the most shameless way possible.
China maxing is. You mentioned it's on TikTok. It's the newest craze. And basically, it's young Americans romanticizing and glamorizing living in communist China. Quote, China maxing isn't just a lifestyle trend. Many of the young influencers praising Chinese culture are actively denigrating America. They're aesthetically, morally, and politically defecting to another superpower. And she, as somebody who lived and fled the Mao Revolution, what's your message to those who romanticize communism, especially young Americans who grew up here with every advantage in the world, now saying, I want to live under communist rule? What's your message to them, She?
Yeah, my message is you have to learn history. We have to teach our children real history.
Bro, this guy is too much, bro. Actually, completely shameless. They're literally calling you out for propaganda, and you go, yep, that's me. That's me right here. Thanks for doing a roll.
He is bugging out. He did a roll call. Fang gang all day. All day. Fang gang. Yeah, he did look like he was doing a roll call just now. That's weird.
Call. Maybe they'll slip me another check. I mean, if it wasn't enough to do like a flippin' propaganda tour.
He admitted that he was a propagandist multiple times, man. I'm not surprised.
And all this nonsense. This guy is just flashing his souvenirs, being like, yes, I got all of this shit. And mind you, all this time, Hasan is out there accusing other people of working with foreign governments, being paid by foreign governments, being anti-American, working with America's enemies and all that to undermine the stability of the country, etc., etc.
And so he should be deported. I'm not going to disagree with that. Also, how you doing, Angela? Or is it Angelia? How you doing, Angelia?
Chilling for foreign powers. And then he's out here doing this shit openly. Like he ain't even trying to hide it. I mean, you cannot make this shit up. This is a Diddy Piker special. Also, I just find it funny. Like every time Hasan will pretend to be the most woke person ever until the second somebody disagrees with him, a minority group disagrees with him, suddenly he just turns into like a straight white supremacist. He just turns into the most racist person ever, starts starts mocking them in the most caveman way possible. Also, I couldn't let this
pretty
pass. I'm
accurate.
sorry. I gotta point out Kaya. Shocked 1,000 times. She has literally passed out. Look how well trained she is, guys. Hasan goes,
Said
yes,
he's
look.
an American. Still take his ass back. Still take his ass out. You know what? Instead of deport him to China, see how he really like it. Deport his ass back to China. Let's see if he rocks with that.
How well trained she is. Literally.
Since you love him so much, since you like him so damn much, go over there. Go have a good time. Have a blast. Live like Johnny Somali. And I'm talking about what happened after. Yeah, because he probably gonna end up in jail real quick.
Literally
Real quick. Well, let's back up.
dead. So then she talks about the problem of people like romanticizing communism, right? Which is something Hasan does all the time.
Our value, our culture, and it is, as you said, romanticize communism.
Yeah, like they can keep chirping about the big red menace and all of this stuff. Meanwhile, all of our elites are pedophiles. The cost of living has not been solved at all. It's getting worse and worse for people. There's so much poverty. There's so much death. There's so much destruction all around us. All we know how to deal is lead around the globe. And then people have this expectation that you're supposed to sit there and love what you're experiencing because like the alternative is far scarier. But people have the capacity to see the alternative with their own two eyes, partially as a consequence of the social libertarianism that like Western countries have as far as like free speech, free flow of information. Regardless of the propaganda efforts, people can still see what's going on over there and go, well, that seems pretty good to me. I don't know. Maybe we should try that.
Right. I mean, this is just brilliant logic. So
Crazy.
The elites are PDF files. Therefore, communism good. I mean, wow, that is some rock solid. That is some Sudoku logic right there. Another brilliant lesson from Diddy Piker himself. Because things are bad here, surely it means that communism is the solution. It's always the fucking champagne socialist multimillionaires pushing for shit they just do not believe in. Like, if this was implemented...
Yeah, because he was talking about elite. I'm like, nigga, that's you. You in that group, Hasan. You in there. Why are you acting like you not like a millionaire?
Hasan would be the first one to complain. And we know this. Let's start with you, Hasan. Redistribute your wealth right now. Get out of your flippin' Hollywood mansion. Donate your millions. Put your money where your mouth is. And I know you will never do that because we know what happened in the Hasan Orbiter's lawsuit. Hasan is so fucking greedy. He refused to part with even a portion of his money. And we'll see later, Frogget also crying about her expenses and Hasan refusing to help her at all. Also, for a brilliant political commentator, he has some pretty elementary analysis here. He goes, yeah, we look over in other countries and things look pretty good. Yeah, that's because you don't see any of the fucking problems living there, dude. I mean, this guy's a North Korea glazer. He's a USSR glazer. I mean, you just cannot take him seriously at all. You cannot argue the logic with him at all. Hasan literally goes on a paid luxury vacation, gets a complete tourist experience, right? Sees like the best parts that are curated for him to show him, and he goes, yep, this is the entire place. This is just how it is. Wow, they just have all this cool shit. Like, you obviously don't see the common man's experience. Literally brain dead, dumb tourists going to tourist spots and going, yeah, this is totally how it is, guys. I mean, he lives in Hollywood, bro. He is completely disconnected from people at all, even in his own fucking like state, you know? So then Hasan makes the craziest admission ever. So he basically says that communism is fine because sometimes the government will give you treats, right? So all you have to do is hand over all your power, right? Give them all the authority and pray that you get some doggy bites, that you get a little scraps that they throw you.
The reason why my parents hated communism is because they didn't have treats. They were told that the reason they don't have treats, no blue jeans, no rock, is because of communism. It never went deeper than that. When you have a communist state with treats, that kind of propaganda don't work well. Exactly. That's like a major issue. I think a lot of people don't factor in different ways of governance, because all matter of governance is authoritarian inherently. That's what the government does. It's authority, right? And what a lot of people don't realize is that like treats are a major fucking part of this process. They're a major part of the struggle. Is
that dog okay? Is that dog sleeping? We sure? Does it have a collar on? I'm just checking.
Government actually offers commodities and treats. It gives a sense of comfort and security. A government must offer the diversity of choice, even if it's like fallacious, even if it's not real, even if the choice is actually coming from like 3 fucking producers overall. The very fact that you feel like you have a choice to begin with is what makes people comfortable.
Right. So this guy is literally telling people that it's completely okay that
he is 100% still using Kaya as a prop, which is crazy to me. That's insane. Still using Kaya as a prop. Nasty work.
the government controls your entire life and has all the power. In fact, we should actually just give all our power to the government, remain completely powerless. And it's okay because the overlords will be kind enough to occasionally give you some treats, you know? They might send a drone to your house one day. It might deliver you groceries. It might bomb your house. Who knows? But hey, you better flip that coin because Hasan says so. So you literally can't make this shit up. He's fully aware of the consequences of like a dictatorship government or whatever, right? He's completely aware that some of these regimes treat their citizens very poorly, pretty much like dogs here. Right now, he's talking about treats and shit. And he is still supporting that shit because he's obviously never lived under it. And the fact that this guy's just a full-on commie, bro, and the fact that he still has a fan base is absolutely insane to me. He should literally just be marked an enemy. I mean, if the terrorist glazing wasn't enough, right? Literally playing propaganda videos, if that wasn't enough, this guy just continues to expose himself day after day, you know, slowly leaking out his true beliefs, forgetting that his stream isn't actually private, that he's not hiding his power levels anymore. Also, the logic is impeccable. He goes, all governments are authoritarian. Yeah, we're talking about the extent of it, dumbass. Like, North Korea authoritarian is very different from U.S. authoritarian, right? A dictatorship versus democratic elections, or you could say somewhat democratic, right? There's a lot of bullshit going on, that's for sure. But it's not comparable to actual like dictatorships like in Iran. And this colossal moron actually thinks that it's the same thing, right? Oh, governments...
Even thinking that is insane. The fact that he could push that idea and then he's going to have a bunch of fans in the audience like, we agree. That's nuts. That is insane. And he thinks he should be like the leader, like he should be running things. Is that a statue of Chopper from One Piece in the background? I hate that he claims to be a One Piece fan, even though he don't understand it, calling terrorist Luffy. Nigga, what? Did you watch the show? Anyway.
Just have power. That's just how it is, right? You should just pray to the gods and hopefully you'll get some doggy bites, right? You, the little cattle in the pen, right? We will be the ruling class. We will rule over you. Hasan will get elected in the government and, you know, maybe he'll throw you some scraps. All you have to do is subscribe to his stream, you know, prove that you're a loyal supporter right from the start. Right, here is Hasan's comment section. She said, bro came back Chinese. Hasan said he came back Chinese. She's literally just quoting him.
My mind, in my conscience, I have already become Chinese. We were already white Chinese in this chat. I've already become full Chinese.
Hasan went to China for 2 weeks and came back a Chinese. So this is how long it takes. Apparently, according to him.
Yeah,
she said Chinese like...
I ain't going front. I have been noticing a lot of like One Piece meat rotting because it's like trending now, especially with the Netflix TV show. Everybody named Mama is a One Piece fan now. Everybody love One Piece now that the TV show came out. And they be saying the dumbest opinions in the world. Didn't Casa not say that he just became an anime fan like recently? It's like, yeah, I just, started watching Death Note. Damn. I thought I'd be behind and late to the animes, nigga. Like, how you gonna be later than me? Death Note. Here's a heads up. Just skip the second, like half of that. Just you don't even, once what's his name? L's gone. The detective nigga, once he's gone, nigga, I don't really care about the people that he trained. That shit show get trash after that.
It was a slur.
Hold on. Yeah.
And Hasan was fucking mocking her or some shit. I don't know what he was doing. Congrats on your honorary citizenship. Yes, he's totally accepted. Everybody totally loves him. That's why he got stopped by the police, right? They've been saying we're so close to becoming...
Making me hungry. That sounds delicious.
...becoming a communist country.
Especially if you get them spicy.
For decades. Like, damn, I wish we'd hurried up. Literal just commies. That's like his fan base is just commies. I'm from the UK and most of the people I know hate China because of censorship, but have no problem with the UK government arresting people for holding placards. Well, to be honest, I don't know anybody who's like a fan of the UK government either. Don't they arrest people for like social media posts? Like, they're getting pretty ridiculous too. Like, nobody's defending them, bruh. Now click this video for a delicious pizza pizza. Quick, eat it before.
I don't eat pizza. Well, not that kind of pizza. I eat pizza with no tomato sauce. I don't eat tomatoes. I just don't like the taste of it. It makes me sick physically, maybe mentally. But I can't stomach pasta. So I gotta get like a substitute like Alfredo or something. Like I would rather some cheesy bread if I'm just being honest. Anyway, I digress. You didn't want to hear about what I find delicious. You wanted to hear me roast these bitches. My bad. Talk about Hasan Piker. But yeah, I think he's a clown. I also think his disciple is a clown too as well. But tell me what you guys think down in the comments section, and hit the hype button if you're able to. It helps out the channel a lot. All right, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Akami got kills top tier. Now, is that the one with the clothes, or is that the one with the boy that's like hanging out with the assassins? Kill. Which one is that? Yeah, I think that's the one with the boy that's training with the assassins. I hated that because the ending was gone. Is that the one? Focus on the corruption, powerful. Power travels the capital to earn money. His village but discovers a deep corruption leading him to join the night raid. A group of assassins fight the empire. I hated the ending. I hated the ending. I love the anime. The ending was some bullshit. I could not stand that ending. My bad. I don't know why you reminded me of that. I binge watched that. I was hype. Like, oh, that's when I discovered, I think, that and Tokyo Ghoul at the same time. And I was mad because my boys didn't tell me about either one. And I'm like, yo, what's wrong with y'all? Man, you should have been telling me about this. And then I finished it and was like, oh, see why you didn't tell me about the Akami one. I hated the end. The end was some bullshit. But my bad. The Assassins one, yeah. I hated the ending, bro. I guess, yeah, you could say it had realism, but for one, this damn girl was not the main character. Nigga, how does she? I don't know. The last episode, she becomes not only the main character, but the strongest. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, nigga. That sounds crazy. Like, from what I remember, nigga, the show was geared towards that boy being the main character. Then he gets the suit from the dude. That I ain't like that death either. Spoiler alert. That pissed me off too. But yeah, I ain't like that. I hate when shows do that. Like, ooh, it was about her the whole time. Nigga, nah. And then how the hell you able to beat somebody that freeze time? Wasn't that what Shorty was doing? It's been a long time since I watched it, but I really didn't enjoy that ending. I loved the whole like series overall. The ending just pissed me off. It's the same way I feel about like Breaking Bad. I love the whole series. I hated the way it ended. Rematch Future Diary I rewatch Future Diary every year. That's a good one. It's terrible. Yeah, the ending is some bullshit, but it was intriguing. I didn't like the end though. Same thing. I know it's bad. I know the story is trash, but it's kind of trash. You can't turn off. It was intriguing because it kept you like wanting to know more about what was happening. But then the ending felt like it was just pulled out somebody's behind. It came out of nowhere. I've been wanting to get into Tokyo Ghoul. Is it worth it? Oh, y'all can't see my posters. I have my 3 favorite animes. My top animes is Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho, Tokyo Ghoul. I love Tokyo Ghoul. Now, the ending's bullshit. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. There's 2 different series. They're both connected. They don't really tell you that. I found that out by mistake because you watch the first series, it was fire. The ending is bullshit because this ain't really a spoiler. It cuts. You don't see nothing. It cuts to black. And that's the end of the first series. I was pissed. I'm mad pissed. But then they came out with a sequel series or whatever that they don't really tell you. You just find out, like, if you're not into the manga universe heavy, which I dabble, I'm not heavy into it, then you didn't know, right? So I watched the second series and was pissed. Stopped watching it, like, who the hell is this guy? I don't care about this person. And then my friend was like, no, keep watching, bro. It's connected to the first. I was like, what? And then I watched and it was like, okay, as a whole, because you got to watch both series to get the final story. I would say overall, I loved it. I just didn't like the ending. Like, once again, it doesn't have a strong ending to where you're like, this was fire. It has an ending that makes you go, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, did y'all not know what you were writing? Did you forget? And just said, okay, let's just pull some craziness. So yeah, I didn't like that at all. I'm a huge Tokyo Ghoul fan. I just hated the way it ended. Both seasons or both series. But if you put them all together, you could forgive the first series ending. you can't forgive the second ending. You can't. Try to be a hero in the wars. Yeah. But then the certain things that they revealed that just made no sense to me, man. I think Beast Boy just hates endings. No, that's not true. I love Yu Yu Hakusho's ending. Like literally, I go back whenever I'm feeling down or like I need like a pick me up. I watch the ending of Yu Yu Hakusho where they're all on the beach and Yusuke finally comes back from hell. That was one of the most amazing endings in the anime. There's a few, bro. Like it's just I don't know, because I guess I'm a writer myself. I see certain things where I'm like you could have did that way better. But Yu Yu Hakusho had a good ending, not a good last season, but a good ending. Great ending. If I had to think of other animes that had good endings, shit, Dragon Ball Z still going. Trigun. I like the original Trigun. That had a good ending. What was the one with the swordsman? Is it Inuyasha? No, it's another one. I had a friend that used to love that joint. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing? Kill isn't your taste. No, I love the show. I didn't like the end, bro. Like literally the last 2 episodes, I was pissed. The whole show, I was like, oh, this is fire. I love this shit. The last 2 episodes made me so mad. It ruined like that shit for me. But overall, it's a good series. I'm not mad at it. Have you ever seen Mr. In Between? It's not an anime. Mr. In Between sounds so familiar. Yes, I absolutely watched that. That's crazy. I watch a lot of TV. I watched this entire series. This dude is like a hitman or something like that, right? I liked when a dude slapped the ice cream out of his kid's hand and that nigga went crazy. He's like, yo, wait right here real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back real quick. I rocked with that. I'm not mad at Mr. In Between. That was a good series. Like I like not just anime, I like live action too. Breaking Bad, hated the ending, but loved the series. Sons of Anarchy. You can't tell me that was a good ending. Maybe I'm just sour because what they did to Opie, but I watch a lot of TV. I don't know any of these except Teen Titans. Live action or cartoon? I think they did an okay job with the first few seasons of the live action. The cartoon was perfect. Beginning to end. Beginning to end. Bar for bar. Teen Titans is one of the best cartoons of all time. I like Justice League Unlimited as well. Batman Beyond was good. The anime, there's a few ones that have good endings. It's just when you have your high hopes in it, like, and it is real good, you expect the ending to be good. That's like watching Game of Thrones and telling me you like the ending of Game of Thrones. Get the hell out of here. No, you didn't. You lying. The ending of Game of Thrones is trash, but that's because it was so good. You get what I mean? I don't hate endings, proceeds to hate every show ending. I just name like 5. Don't do that, Bailiff. I named like at least 4 endings of shows that I liked. Yu Yu Hakusho. What was the other anime I said? See, y'all got me forgetting. I started naming live actions where I liked the ending. I named a bunch. What do you think of the remake cast to Highlander? I did not see that. They casted the new cast for Highlander. I didn't see that. I love Highlander. I think that's a good story. I even like the movies. They threw that poor actress to the wolves and did nothing to help her. That's funny. It's easy to bait this dude 100%, especially for the fact of entertainment. I'm going to feed into it because we both find it funny. Now, if it was on some I'm spurging out shit, that's when you need to be worried about baiting me. I'm never going to spurg out. But yeah, there's a lot of good endings I like, but it's just a lot of bad ones. I used to love Gantz. They fucked that ending up badly. And it's because they didn't do the manga by the end. It's easy to bait. My top 3 animes, movies are Perfect Blue, classic. Wicked City. Don't think I remember that one. Midori. That was a good one. Top 3 anime series. Prison School. Is that the freaky one? The one I was getting a little freaky deaky? I ain't judging you. Kill La Kill and Gushing Over Magical Girls. Okay. I think my top animes, and I think it might have changed a little bit. No, it might still be the same. Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho. That's number 1 to me. That's what got me to fall in love with anime. Yu Yu Hakusho. I love everything about it. The style, the storyline. Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho, that was another one. I love the ending. I didn't like the last season, but the ending was great. What would be my number 3? Tokyo. Is Tokyo Ghoul still my number 3? I don't like the ending, but I love Tokyo Ghoul, man. Everything about that shit was fire, bro. Especially like when he beat up Jason. Oh man. But yeah, I think Tokyo Ghoul might be my number 3. When it comes to movies, I'm not sure. I know The Boy and the Beast is probably my number 1 for anime movies. Texas Walker Rangers, an action show I love. That shit was hilarious to me. I don't think it was supposed to be funny, but when I watched that with my grandma, I would be fucking dying laughing. This nigga did a front kick through a window shield, bro. You know how hard that would be? And then just get up like it's nothing. Chuck Norris fought a bear. He was sitting down in the woods by himself for no reason. And a bear walked up and smacked the shit out of Chuck Norris. And he got up and started fighting the bear. The bear got him on the ground. He doing groundwork. He elbowing. The bear gets up and runs away. All he has is one scratch on his face. He like this. I'm like, this shit is comedy gold. This is like the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I used to love watching that shit with my grandma. And nigga jumped out the window. Hit the nigga to the windshield. And he got up. Like that nigga didn't just jump off a roof to do that. That was funny. Oh, that was some good old fashioned comedy right there. I think the second one, like the remake, they tried to take too seriously. I was like, nah, nigga, go crazy. Go like this nigga Chuck Norris was wilding out, nigga. And you believed it too, because he's a bad motherfucker. But it was ridiculous. Some of the nigga fought the bear. And then he fought a mutant in that same episode with the bear. And he's like fighting the mutant. And then the bear comes back and helps Chuck Norris. He beat it into submission. So where now the bear is helping him fight. The bear helped him fight crime. And then as the bear runs off, or after they beat up the mutant, the bear runs away and looks at Chuck. Chuck looks at the bear and they nod to each other. And I'm like, this is comedy gold. Oh man, that was great. That was fucking great. That's a good series right there. I don't think I was supposed to laugh that much as a kid, but it was like, come on, this is crazier than an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, nigga. This shit is ridiculous. This ain't got a scar on him. He just jumped off a roof to kick somebody through the windshield. Chuck Norris used a single hand to save humanity. And that's how the joke started forming. The ridiculous shit he was doing on that show was so crazy that you had to meme that shit. That shit was a meme. Didn't think Fallout would be good. My brother keep telling me that's kind of good. I might check it out. My favorite classic gems of TV shows. I Love Lucy. I love that show. You gonna say The Honeymooners? You gotta throw The Honeymooners in there. Right to the moon. One of these days. The original Dark Shadows. Oh, the soap opera. I wasn't mad at it. Andy Griffith Show. The original Twilight Zone. I'm with you on that. 1,000%. That's a show I watch every year. Classic. Alfred Hitchcock movies. He got some good ones. TV shows, classic, Monsters. Yeah, that was a good one. Addams Family. I liked a few of the new Addams Family too. You said, I feel like you described American Compound. You talking about Compound Into the Fist? There was like a spoof movie. That's how Chuck Norris was doing shit, bro. No lies. Addams Family. Yeah, I rocked with Addams Family. I liked a few of the newer ones. Like I like the 90s TV show. I like the 90s movies, but he had to do Doc from Back to the Future as Uncle Fester. Like, I liked Addams Family. Yeah, I used to rock with that. I'm not really a fan of the new Wednesday series. They dropped the ball with that one. I hated who they picked to be Gomez. That didn't make no fucking sense. It burned into my head thanks to Nick at Night. Nick at Night is responsible for me watching a lot of TV shows I had no business watching. Harry and the Hendersons, Three's Company, which is my shit. I was a kid watching Three's Company. Jack Tripper was a pimp. Jack Tripper was a straight pimp. But yeah, that was my joint. Boondock Saints, I wasn't mad at that. Part 1 and Part 2. Boondock Saints, masterpiece. Yeah, that was a good one. I like Part 2 as well. One of my favorite spoof movies is 50 Shades of Black with Marlon Wayans. Yeah, that was good. The Wayans brothers are really good at parody movies. I love I'm Gonna Get You Sucker as well. And Scary Movie. Spoofs 100%. Naked Gun. Classic. Airplane. Gotta put Airplane in there. You're gonna say a spoof. Another teen movie with Captain America in it. Say, hey, what you doing here? It's only supposed to be one black guy. Oh, my bad. I didn't know. Then they did the slow clap. You know how many times I started a slow clap in my life because of that movie? Come and knock on my door. We'll be waiting for you. Hers and his. Three's Company too. That was my shit. In Living Color. Yeah, I still reference that a lot. Homie, don't play that. Let me tell you something. You know what? I didn't realize that when you watch the movie Liar Liar, Jim Carrey's character from In Living Color is in the background. That is funny as hell now that I know it. I seen somebody say that shit. I was like, get out of here. I went and rewatched it. I was like, wow, That's Fire Marshal Bill in the background with people laughing hysterically as Jim Carrey's getting carried away in the ambulance. You see Fire Marshal Bill going crazy in the background. Let me tell you something. Jim Carrey is one of the greats. One of the greats. Oh, also, I can end this poll. Y'all voted, and 86% says that he was being racist. Homie the clown. Homie don't play that. Hit the hell out the kid with the sock. Yeah, I like the In Living Color. That Vanilla Ice skit was crazy, bro. Nigga, Jim Carrey is like, that was bad. But Jim Carrey is one of the GOATs, bro. So is the Wayne brothers. Damon Wayne don't get the credit that he deserves, especially due to the fact that he got fired from Saturday Night Live on purpose, which probably stunted his growth a little bit. But the fact that he took that stance and wilded out, I didn't know that until I was an adult and started researching. And I was like, I didn't even know he was on Saturday Night Live. But then he played a character a certain way that they didn't like, so they fired him, which is crazy because they would have never fired him now for doing that same thing. What's going on, y'all? About to check out this video from Sensitive Society, and it's about, if I'm not mistaken, Pokimane. Let's see what trouble she got herself into now.
This video, we need a moment of silence for the Pokimane Tier 3 simps who just got the worst news of your life. When I say the Pokimane Tier 3 simps are on suicide watch, I am not kidding. So this is something that I wanted to talk about a few days ago, but I was moving, I was traveling, I was just so fucking busy. I truly couldn't do everything. My mind was in a million different places, but you know, we're back. So about a week and a half ago, this TikTok went pretty viral, and it said Pokimane debuts her neighbor in latest videos. You guys could see. So this is Pokimane soft launching the new boyfriend, allegedly. And yesterday, Pokimane dropped a new video with, once again, the same.
I thought she was married to herself. Like when she changed her mind, there was a whole videos about Pokimane marrying herself. Now she cuffed up. Now she want to be a spoken for woman. She is lonely. Pokimane's one of the loneliest, like just desperate streamers on the planet. Like it's crazy. Wow.
Guy, person that she's calling.
Oh, let me change the screen back.
Her neighbor. Now, is this situation beyond unemployed? Yes. Does it matter in the grand scheme of things? No. Is it absolutely fucking hilarious to look at? Yes, and that is the reason why I'm covering this. Fucking 9/11 to the Tier 3 simps. So let's just go back to the beginning where everything started. So the video has copyrighted music, so somebody's gonna talk over it. We have Pokey going to the gym. We got the guy, you know, the neighbor. More shots of the neighbor. I don't know what else to say. More shots of the neighbor. Oh, okay, that's a lot of shots of the neighbor. More
yeah, like, well, that's her boyfriend? That's pretty much what it is. You just with this nigga all day. Just, oh yeah, let me zoom in on my neighbor. You gotta see my neighbor, guys. Look at the neighbor. I think he was dipping into the neighborhood, as one would say. Like, why are you making him the main focus? Unless that's like your man.
neighboring? Okay.
Oh nah, they booed up.
Oh no.
Yeah, she about to lose most of her fan base. Her audience ain't gonna like that. I don't know if she realized that most of her audience is like simps. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna be too happy about that.
They gotta be going through it. This has to be worse than a breakup. I mean, I even tweeted about this a few days ago. I totally forgot about it. I said, Tier 3 simps on suicide watch. That's my Twitter, by the way.
Imagine I said, dipping into the creatine is crazy. Dipping into creatine? The hell is this? Bitch, a fat person?
Way. Make sure you follow it. I will really appreciate it. I could already see a Tier 3 sim seeing this, crying and being like, I gave this woman 85% of my monthly check, and this is what she decides to do with me. She's not dating me, even though I gave her my life savings. If I had the fan base that Pokimane has, I would be shitting myself, because those motherfuckers are insane. To all the Poke simps that give her 70% of their paychecks each week, that's definitely her boyfriend. Sorry, I meant to say her neighbor. So this is how it pretty much started. Once again, Tier 3 simps on suicide watch. Her Tier 3 simps right now. I don't know about you guys, but me and my neighbor, we don't get this close. I mean, I wish, but we don't. Okay, I'm kidding. I don't think this is something that neighbors do.
Yeah, nah, I ain't never wanted to get that close. Well, this was one down on her Jane came out to right here, and I was like, yo, what? How you train like that? I'm like that. I was walking down, that Jane was swinging at her. I was like, hey, my bad. but I never wanted to, ish where I eat, you know what I mean? Or like where I live. That's a messy situation. You never want to put yourself in those.
And the fact that Pokimane is like 35 years old, scared to reveal her potential boyfriend is fucking hilarious. Like, this point, who the fuck cares? You're rich, you're set for life. Like, man, you know what? Fuck those tier 3 sims. It gets so much worse.
Or drop, I have to introduce you
Well, she
to
wanna keep her
a
money
recurring
coming in.
character in my life. This is Chris, also known as Sunkiss, also known as my neighbor. We met at one of those everybody in the building gets together kind of parties, and then there were board games for people in the building, so we got to know each other at board game nights. Chris cooks a lot, gyms a lot, and he sings. Chris sings.
Chris, shut up. You ain't Chris Brown, nigga. This nigga over there hitting the highest of notes. Nigga, just do what you taught. I looked at her crazy, like, sing. I don't even sing for real for myself. You crazy. Nah, that's what. Yeah, he's cooking, cleaning, and he sings to me. This nigga just started hitting the illest note. Chris, go home. Go home, Chris. We don't need that, man, at all.
Shut the fuck up. I know that was you. I ain't even got to look. I should send your ass back to Crenshaw P with his hot ass coat hangers, bitch. Would you like that?
That nigga Chris jumped in there like, I don't know if Chris was prepared. He knows how much she is worth. Yeah, he's singing for that rent due right now. That nigga is singing for the rent. Just run that back a little bit.
Sing. Nice. Chris cooks.
Yeah, I see that
there
from the
were board
beginning.
games for people in the building, so we got to know each other at board game nights. Chris cooks a lot, gyms a lot, and he sings. Chris.
Wait, and that's why I don't go to the fucking board game night in my house. Like, in my building, they be trying to do that all the time. I was like, I would love to play bingo. They got bingo night too? Nah, I don't want nobody thinking this is gonna be what's happening here. I ain't friendly. I don't want nobody talking to me, actually. I'm dead ass. At all. I'm not a friendly neighbor. At least not here. I might change my perspective. You know what I mean? If I move into a house, I'll be friendly. As long as niggas gonna be bumping and making noises, I don't want to meet nobody at bingo night. I ain't playing no board games. I'm fine.
Sing.
Nah, they're fucking. Let's be real for a second.
100%.
No man is going to sing on command for a random ass girl. If I'm with someone and I like them and they're like, yo, Oscar, sing. Dude, I'm fucking singing like the fucking Weekend, all right? I'm hitting them notes. But am I doing that for everyone? Fuck no.
Somebody in one of the chats just asked, hey, are you really black? Nah, I'm purple. What kind of question is that? Am I black? Nah, I'm space. This is galaxies you seeing, nigga. What does it feel like to be black? I've always wanted to try it out. You're black now. I just blessed you. You black now. There you go. You black now. You ain't even gotta ask. That was funny as hell. Somebody said I'm using AI skin. That would be funny. They all seem hella childish. Yeah, they are. How you doing, Northern Unicorn? How are you? What's up, Poodle? And Mikey, you crazy? He said, oh wait, I'm black now? Okay, I could leave. That is hilarious. Yeah, I'm giving them black cards out, baby. Everybody can have one. You get a black card. You get a black card. You get a... I don't care. You said you knew I was Tinky Winky's purple brother? That's wow. Damn, I couldn't be like a better purple person? You couldn't find a better purple person I could be? Like,
Absolutely not.
and I don't got a TV in my belly. That would be horrifying, actually. Like, I've always thought that the Teletubbies was scary as hell. Like, if you was to actually see one in real life, that could not be pleasant.
It's over. Tonight, I'm going to light one up for all the tier 3 sims that got their heart broken. I'm making this video the day before Valentine's Day.
No
this
bridge
is
night?
so fucking funny. What
No,
neighbor?
these niggas, nah, I don't need to be friendly with these niggas. Nah, I'm cool. After that one time, like, where it was super loud, nigga, and I was trying to get something done about the noise, and everyone in the building acted as if I was the problem. It's like to where a woman swung on me in front of everybody. I was like, fuck this building. Fuck the maintenance, man. Fuck them all. And I don't need to talk to nobody but building management. That nigga's gonna treat me like I'm wrong. A nigga came up to me and said, yo, we don't do this on this floor. And I was like, the fuck are you talking about? The woman's yelling and you blaming me for her yelling because I said, hey, it's loud. We don't do this on this floor. I looked at that nigga like, get the fuck out of my face. Get out. You a man. If a woman come up to me, I would just move out the way. You a grown man. Get out of my face. But after that moment, that was years ago. After that moment, I was like, nigga, I'm not talking to nobody in this bit. Nigga say hi to me, I might keep it pushing. But I would have to have known you for a long time. Like, I think the only person I say hello to is some dude I used to work with that used to come on stream actually some years ago. That told people when I choked that dude out at the job, you know, I had to dial on his shit. My bad. I didn't even do it like that. That's not. He swung on me, jujitsu move, put him to sleep. But the dude that used to work with me when I was doing security, I say hello to him occasionally. How you doing, brother? Other than that, I'm not playing cards and bingo with niggas. Like, for what? I just feel like that's fake. Like, I'd rather play bingo and cards with like people I'm cool with in real life.
Cooks for a random ass neighbor unless you like them and you're trying to date them. Just use common sense, guys, okay? I'm living in this apartment complex or house, whatever it might be. There's this girl that I'm attracted to and she's attracted to me and we're hanging out, you know, we're playing board games, listening to music, vibing, chilling. And the next day she's like, do you want to come over and cook for me? And I like her. I'm like, dude, absolutely, fuck yeah, I'm there. I'll be bunny hopping to that fucking door. But if it's some chick that I don't like, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. As a matter of fact, my grandma died for the second time this week. Yeah, peace. And shout out to that guy. You know, my respect to you. But Pokimane got this guy singing, hitting them weekend notes. Pokimane got this guy cooking for her.
Disrespectful to the weekend, brother. The weekend can sing. This nigga can hit a little note. Let's not do that.
Do you do that for your neighbors, guys? I mean, I don't do that for my neighbors, man. Fuck my neighbors. I am like 85% sure this is her boyfriend. And once again, this is a soft launch. So people get used to it. They're like, oh, you know, that's a new character in the Pokimane life.
Right. That's what all there is to say.
Damn, I'm pretty boring.
Yeah, she need to check her drawers, nigga. That's what. Nigga, mop the floor up, brother. Check that spot right there. Nigga, the way she looking.
Also,
come on now.
Yeah.
me too. Also,
yeah, I see the way she looking at this nigga.
He makes really cute sibling content. His brother and sister, who are both equal. Can you show them what you're cooking?
He's a content creator. Pokey, have you not learned? Remember the last guy that she had all up on stream and was hugged up all the time about some, yeah, we roommates. You a grown ass millionaire. Like, what? You a grown ass millionaire. What's up with this soft launch of your boyfriend? Like, this how you tell people you gotta, how about this? This is different. You might not want to try this, but I'm telling you, it'll be beneficial. Keep your loved ones off the internet. I know, crazy, right? Mind-boggling. Nigga, if I have a girlfriend, I'm not going to be doing streams with her. You'll never know. You'll never know. Why? For what? Why include that into your content creation? That's just weird to me. You ain't going to see my family on this motherfucker. My older brother, maybe, but he going to have to wear a mask. And he said he would come on and do a cooking stream with me because I can't cook for shit, but he could cook. He would have to have a mask on. Something anime related, more than likely. Because, yeah, the internet is wild. I would not put my family or loved ones on here in any way. Pokimane be dating dudes and will lie about what they are. That's her solution. I mean, just lie. I'm not going to say this is a boyfriend. I'm going to say this is a neighbor who also coincidentally happens to be a content creator. You not slick, nigga. You not slick. You trying to get these shout outs so you can grow your channel. You not slick over there and saying that's why he's saying in a moment's notice. He trying to make that paper, trying to step his channel up. This is an advertisement to him. Pokimane can be an ambassador to Hefty with all that baggage. Facts though.
This is a Chilean sea bass lemon caper butter sauce.
Oh, and he sings a lot of songs in China/in Chinese.
Yep.
Wait, I've never heard you sing in Chinese.
Really?
In Chinese? Did she? Let me look this up before I say what I'm about to say. I just gotta double check this. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. What the fuck is he singing in? Okay. I thought I was tripping. I didn't want to seem like I'm an expert. Chinese is not a language. I wanted to look it up just to make sure I wasn't tripping because I've had Chinese friends that used to tell me that they spoke was it Mandarin or something like that? Yeah, everything I'm seeing is saying that too. I don't want to be nitpicky. Mandarin, Cantonese. Yeah, there you go. I mean, honestly, hey, someone who knows more too, let me know in the comment section, just in case. I looked it up and they said, yeah, that I was right, but let me know in the comment section if you're an expert, because I ain't Chinese. I've had friends tell me that. Yo, you hear this nigga? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is funny. This is comedy. My bad. So it has mass censored many dialects. Would you say you never leave your shell? That's funny. I mean, like my house? If I could, like, never have to leave again, nah, I still go out. But I don't go out as much already, though. I am more of a homebody. I remember because it's a fruit. That's crazy. You said they are smashing? Definitely. You said it's both. So it would be, so you're saying it would be Chinese in Mandarin? Because when I'm looking it up, it says Chinese is better described as a family of the related languages. So the languages itself would be Mandarin, Cantonese, my bad, and Wu, rather than a single spoke. So it's all right. So calling it Chinese language would be labeling the group of different languages that are spoken underneath one banner. Okay. So like it would technically not be a language itself, but these groups fall under Chinese languages. So I understand. And I'm looking at this this thing that's telling me the whole details on it. So yeah, technically you could say it would be both. But then if somebody was like a stickler, they'd be like, nah, those are not languages. Because the Chinese friends that I've had growing up, right, or just known or met or even trained with, would always say that to me. When someone would tell them to speak Chinese, they'd be like, nigga, that's not a language. What are you telling me to speak? Which one? I know Mandarin. You want me to speak Mandarin? Language? And they'll start going in. It's kind of like if you used to tell somebody to speak African, they will look at you like you nuts. Someone from Africa will look at you like, speak which language? There's like billions, nigga. Like, what were you talking about? There's mad languages. Which one? Swahili? I know Swahili. Want me to speak Swahili to you? So that's why I think it's very similar to that. So calling the Chinese language is like you're grouping it all. Whatever. You said I should debate a Pokimane simp. What? Just to clown him? Just got here. What are we voting for? What's up, Stu? How you doing? Now, we was voting for something involving the Hasan topic earlier. He said something racist. We wanted to see, I wanted to see what you guys thought, if he was racist or not. It depends on the provenance. Okay. Oh, shoot. Y'all be informing me, man, which I appreciate. Helps me learn. I like looking up stuff and figuring it out.
I mean, honestly, I don't even blame Pokey, dude. Dude, if I was gay, I would definitely be sliding in his DMs, dude. He cooks, he's handsome, and he sings in Chinese, and knows Chinese. Dude, it might be time to switch sides. I gotta keep it real with y'all. Do I blame Pokey for this? Absolutely not. I mean, the guy seems chill, and I don't think he deserves any hate from the insane, overweight, 7,000-pound Pokimane fans. Sure, this is only a 1-minute video, but I'm like, he seems chill. I don't know.
So he's getting a bunch of hate from her simps. They're like, it should have been me. I could have learned how to sing in a Chinese language. That's funny.
Like, I don't know why she's beating around it. Like, dude, just say, yeah, this is my boyfriend and we love each other and we want to, I don't know, make out or something. I don't know why that's such a hard thing to say. Like, it's already public. Like, I'm sure some people will be pretty mad and
the backlash will be multiplied. There's some people that are still thinking that that's her neighbor, right? Like, he's getting backlash now. Imagine when the simps find out that's more than just her neighbor.
You know, might threaten to kill themselves. But I mean, who the fuck cares? This person says they're definitely smashing. You're not fooling anyone by calling him your neighbor Pokemon. She's scared to call him her boyfriend because she knows 90% of her audience will stop watching her. Do you guys look at your neighbor like this?
No.
I mean, I know that I don't. Gotta pretend like they're not smashing so her tier 3 subs will stick around. 35-year-old woman scared to admit she has a boyfriend. I guess her neighbor cooks, sings, and goes to the gym with her. I want to light one up and I want to pour one for the
I see you asking me about the Nuck stuff. You said, did you see any of the Nuck stuff yet? No, I did not. I wanted to ask, do y'all want to check that out? We can look at that next. I see Internet Versus did a video on it. We could take a look if that video breaks down what it is. But I don't know anything about it. Y'all want to take a look? Let me know in the live chat right now.
Pokimane fans. For the
In the comment
Pokimane
section.
tier 3 sims. This shit's so funny. If there's anyone that thought they legitimately had a chance with Pokimane just because they sent her some money, you are down
cooked.
bad tremendously. This person.
Oh no, what did he do? All right, so who made a video about it that I could check out? Because the only person I think I've seen is, well, the biggest person or one of the bigger channels is Internet Versus. I think seen a video, made a video.
Says, God forbid someone wants to
Who knows,
control the
man?
information of their own personal lives. I mean, you're putting it on TikTok in front of millions of views. This shit
Right.
isn't private. What are you on about? But wait, there's more. The neighbor and her are also doing cute TikTok challenges.
My bestie like everything fun. Big guy, big guy.
Yeah, that ain't a
Hell
neighbor. Let's just put it
Yeah,
that
that's
way.
not cool.
Now, once again, is this the most unemployed drama of all time? Yes. But it's hilarious to see. Yes, it is. I mean, no hate to Pokey and no hate to the guy. I mean, shout out to them. Anyone that has a problem with this relationship, like legitimately an issue with this relationship, you need to seek help. But yeah, with that said,
I don't care personally. I do think that she should keep them off the internet if you're not gonna like, or if you don't want people to be digging in your stuff and you want your personal life to stay personal, you shouldn't reveal it on the internet. Anything that I say on here, if people are able to talk about it, they can and they will more than likely. It just is what it is.
said RIP to the tier 3 Sims. It's gonna be a tough Valentine's Day. All right, guys, this is
You gotta deal with it. Oh, that's a nice little, not a little, but nice setup.
Future Sense. I want every
He got a weekend bottle, so he's a weekend fan. That's why he referenced them. I gotta update my setup one of these days. Step my game up. But yeah, I think the whole Pokimane thing is dumb. It's dumb. But then she's feeding into it as well. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the hype button. Also, if you want to support the channel extra, sign up for memberships, get early access to videos. Says she would be so much more happier if she would just come out and say the truth. They are a couple. Like, why live a lie, especially a constant lie? That's true. I'm more on the side of why even put it on the internet at all. But then if you're gonna be doing these couple style videos with the person, you might as well just keep it real. Might as well just keep it real. Be honest. Why be fake about it? What's going on, y'all? Apparently, Hasan Piker's orbiters are wilding out and begging for money, I think. Been seeing a lot of alerts about it. So let's check out this video from the channel More Pegasus. Don't get mad because I said More Pegasus. I know his name is Pegasus. Let's check out this video from that channel, man. Let's see what's going down. Oh no, the jump scare right from the gate is crazy. Like that's wild, bro. That's insane. She's out the gate. Y'all didn't even realize I changed the picture, did y'all? Y'all didn't even realize that. Don't front. Don't act like you realized it. You didn't notice. You thought that was Frogan that was still up there. In your mind, you didn't even see me change anything at all. See, I did it again. You didn't even notice. I did it again. That looked just like Frogan. Identical. All right, let's get into it, bro.
Welcome back to a series so free. Even Mr. Krabs subscribed. In today's video, largest Hasan orbiter, Frogan, is back. And she is
That's
begging
crazy.
for money on stream again. This time, she wants $500 from her audience to pay for her broken wrist, or the cast. Hasan is absolutely
How that supposed to
nowhere
work?
to be found. She complains about the expenses.
I don't even care about like fundraising in general, but I don't think that's fundraising, right? Like you're not saying, hey, I'm trying to create some content for you guys, donate, and then I'll be able, to make it. That way you'll see the benefits. These guys be raising funds just because they lazy and don't want to get a job. And if you've been streaming for like 4 or 5 years, like deadass, like consistently too, you are a streamer. You're not making content, that's for damn sure. 500, you can't save up. You can't save up a little $50 in there. The whole year, you didn't have nothing saved. You don't have any funds saved at all. That's crazy. To me, just as an adult, that sounds insane. You should have an emergency just in case your job, especially one like streaming, that could disappear in a second. What if it disappears? You should have some months saved up just to, ahead of time to be able to carry yourself, or like an emergency fund where you can pay for your arm. I said, if she's that hard up for money, she needs to get a job or to lose it. Facts. Or work harder. I'll even take that. Like, how the hell are you doing all these streams? You have no content on your YouTube channel. You're monetized. So what? That's an avenue. Put some content out. Oh, wait, that's going to take work. So either way, no matter how you look at it, she ain't trying to work. Either way, she ain't trying to work. But I do think, me personally, she should just quit the whole entertainment aspect because she's not an entertainer and go get a job. It's okay. It's fine. Like, go and fill out an application. But a lot of these people, they afraid.
Well, refusing.
I've seen people dress up as job applications at like streamer events and chase everyone out the room. No joke. That's facts. I seen someone come to the streamer event dressed as a job application and start running towards streamers, and streamers were boogieing. They were like sprinting
to
away.
Actually work for money. She explains how she broke her wrist, quote, ice skating, and nobody is buying her story. I have come up with my own theory as to what happened. 99.9999% accurate. Frogan has responded playing the ultimate victim, blaming everybody else, saying she can't get a job because of
Is it Ned or Needles? Either way, how you doing? What's up?
Trump. Hasan is now openly shilling for foreign governments and, quote, China maxing. He's being blatantly racist in mocking a Chinese person because they disagree with him. Classic. They call out Hasan
That's
for
what he
propaganda, and he doubles down and romanticizes communism. He says it's okay because the government will occasionally give you treats like a dog. Bruh. Subscribe or Froggen trips and falls on you. Aye. We're
That's
cooked.
nasty
We're
work.
all cooked. The world would be cooked at that point. Now let's begin. Right, so welcome back to your favorite TV show, except it's actually real and these are real people somehow. Moving on to the guru of gravity, the great devourer, Froggen. Holy
Devourer,
cinema,
that's crazy.
she's back. And you definitely saw her coming. It was an international event, like when a meteorite is about to hit planet Earth. The motion of heavenly bodies. Anyways,
Damn.
recap since it's been a while. Last time we talked about her, she was breaking down crying, begging for subs on stream because she couldn't afford rent.
It's my job, though. I have to focus on the fucking money.
I know you do, but that's
None of these creators ever think, let me just do a better job. Like, none of them. The crying for the subscriptions is crazy. Imagine me sitting here crying for memberships. It's like, Instead, I'm over here dropping like 20 videos a day. I just like to work hard, and no matter whatever I do, this looks like a foreign concept to someone like Frogan.
unfortunately, like, you can't control the money. You can only control the content, you know? Like, you can't control how much money people give you. That's not going to be something you can control. Could you stop begging for rent? It's so
Okay, then you know what? Fine. Give me. You know my Venmo. Send me that shit then.
keep watching, and I'm like, oh, here she goes
Send me
again.
that. You know my Venmo, send me that. The idea to go get a job never even crossed her mind. Forget the whole work harder thing. She's not a good content creator. That's not going to happen. And she's lazy. She need to get a job. I agree with you guys. The fact that didn't even once cross her mind is hilarious to me.
Begging for rent.
Okay.
Bro, just calls her out on her own stream.
Now, this was despite the fact that she revealed that she was promoted from being Hasan Piker's head moderator to actual producer of his stream. And according to her, Hasan paid her very well, but not well enough for her to not break down crying about her money.
My role for Hasan at this point and for like the last few years has been production work. I give him ideas and I produce his streams, and Hasan pays me very well.
And that brings us to today. She is back e-begging her audience like a pathetic loser, and she's begging for $500 this time. Now, I just want you guys to keep in mind this entire time, Hasan makes $500 in probably under a minute in some days.
I agree with you, Katarina. While she always have her nails done, facts, and McDonald's on speed dial. Yeah, that's crazy. It's almost as if she spends her money on frivolous things. You say, what's Frogan's thing? Does she give political insight, or is she funny? Or does she play video games? Anybody know? I don't think she play video games. I don't think she's giving insight. She's definitely not funny. She thinks she is. She's not funny. Her political takes go as far as copying Hasan and then going after whoever Hasan doesn't like, reacting to them. More so, she's reacting to TV shows. I shouldn't even say reacting. She's watching TV shows on Twitch, and that's it. And eating. That's her content. iDubbbz do the same thing now. It's crazy.
Right? So he could fix this problem instantly at any time. But instead, she has to beg to her audience, despite being the producer of Hasan's stream. Twitch streamer Frogan is e-begging her very small audience for money because she broke her wrist. A cast is $500, and she doesn't have health insurance. Interesting she speaks about health insurance. I seem to recall she had something to say with U.S. veterans, right?
I hope you get PTSD, and I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America. Is this a goodbye stream for your cast? Exclamation point tip. Say goodbye to the cast. I need $500.
Wow.
I need $500 for tomorrow.
Wow.
To pay for my cast. Exclamation point tip. What's up, Wart mate? How are you? I know, isn't that crazy?
You know what else is crazy? The fact that you won't go get a job like that. Bam. You'll do anything to not get a job. How you begging for $500 for your hand? That sounds wow. Go get a job, shorty. Like, dead ass. That was that like a week's check? Well, before taxes, probably, right? But yo, you're going crazy. Work. Instead of sitting here e-begging. Did you not know that people was gonna clip this up? She knew. She didn't care. She just wanted the money. And that's what it really boils down to.
Isn't that insane, dude? $500 fucking dollars. Bruh, just use scissors? No, they have to take x-rays and they have to pay the fees and they have to get the cast. It's so fucking irritating. Yeah, dude. Not having insurance fucked me. Not having insurance fucked me, but insurance is also so expensive, unfortunately. Insurance is unfortunately so expensive.
Right. So normally I'd be pretty sympathetic here. Okay.
Yeah, she out her damn mind. I ain't sympathetic for her. Never gonna do that. Y'all said she need that nasty song. What's up, Biggs? What's up? I agree. I think she need that out the gate. Also, how you doing, Biggs?
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
Yeah, she definitely nasty. That's because that was super nasty work right there. So hopefully she's a nice person. Okay. She definitely not. I know you being sarcastic because you saw those clips about how she's speaking about veterans and saying they deserve PTSD, like, which is insane. That's crazy. But yeah, she definitely not a nice person. Definitely not. Hey, what's up, Cashew? How you doing? Says she is also always begging for rent. She just sits there and doesn't entertain a single person. That's like the craziest thing to me. It's the fact that she doesn't even attempt to entertain her audience. Like, I went to her YouTube channel. She don't even post on there, but she streams all the time. So what is she doing? Begging this entire time. She's begging for hours. That's crazy. You didn't even think once, not only to get a job, but let me try to be good at content creation. Let me actually create something, entertain my audience. Nah, just begging.
Okay, because, you know, health bills are total bullshit. It is actually super expensive. And I feel like mostly it is unjustified. Insurance is pretty much bullshit most of the time, too. All these corporations try to sort of rinse you for your money and they sort of exploit people who are sick. You know, I've sort of dealt with that whole system personally as well. And some of my friends have as well. It is just horrible and evil. And I fucking hate all those guys. But in this scenario, I will make an exception because this is the same Frogan who said that $10,000 is chump change. Okay, she said Jellywig should just keep it instead of donating a Palestine. It is chump change. It is completely insignificant, right?
So I personally donated $10K because I think it is worthwhile.
Keep your fucking money. Keep your $10,000. Keep your little chump change. Like,
it is completely insignificant amount of money. It's not going to change anything, right? So funny how the table.
What if she actually has the money and she just wants her audience to pay for it instead? What if that's what's going on? Because she just called that chump change. 10,000 is chump change. That's crazy. I don't think so, but all right. Chump change? Whoa.
Turn, right? When she's here begging for $500, which if 10K is chump change, how much is 500? Fucking pennies. It's nothing, right? And of course the tables are turning because there was food on the other side of the table and Frogan had to turn the table to get more food to eat it. Also, a couple more reasons. I don't know, okay? I think Frogan has a degree, potentially like a master's, I heard. So this woman literally has a higher education. And for some reason is begging for money on stream. What the?
She got a mask? Huh? Why you not working? How does that work? Like, no, how do you not work? That's the real question. Oh man, the Hasan level of laziness, huh? She just hoping for Hasan to save her. Nah, she hoping for her audience too.
What the hell is wrong with you? Earn money with a job. Sorry for the J slur. Sometimes I need to pull it out, okay? Put the job application meme. Anything but that, not a job application, not on this channel, please. I'm out here, literally the rank number 1 unemployed, okay, 250 episodes. There's nobody more unemployed than me, and I am telling you to go get a job. I feel like you need to listen, okay? Also, I feel like $500 would not be expensive for you if you're actually working the past few years and were able to save a little bit of money instead of wasting your time streaming and getting yourselves in these situations like the Ethan Klein lawsuit as well. And even then you were begging with money from your GoFundMe as well, where you basically took thousands and thousands of dollars from your audience already, and you still ask for more and more. These people are so greedy, bro. It's actually so disgusting. Like all these creators constantly begging their audience for money and giving nothing in return. Like, what is the content here? Legitimately. And I don't know, if I had any advice, maybe cut down on the Big Mac budget, because that's legitimately gotta be like 20 grand a month at least. I'm sorry.
Budget is crazy.
That was
the Big Mac budget. Hey, what's up, Glitter? How you doing? What's up? I hope I'm pronouncing your names right. Jodine? Or is it Jodine? Let me know how to pronounce your name the correct way. I don't want to be up here butchering names. That's crazy. So curious how close she is to Hasan. Would he go have lunch with her if she was in town? Does he know her name? Well, she's supposed to be like one of his employees, right? She decides what he streams on it, which is crazy. So like, you're not getting paid? That's kind of wild. That is kind of wild, bro. Like, if you're working for Hasan and you say he pays you pretty well, how can you not afford the $500 for your arm thing, for your cast? Like that doesn't really add up to me. Definitely not. But what do I know? That sounds crazy. I ain't working for nobody if I can't afford that. Like, what? I'm gonna take time off of my show, even though I know my stream is smaller, but I'm gonna take time off on my show to go work for somebody else, and I can't even provide for myself. That sounds crazy. Yeah, a bigger creator too. Yeah, that sounds nuts.
That was an underestimation. 20 grand more like a day. Okay. We know she be eating like Squidward in that one episode where he got addicted to Krabby.
That's funny. And you said it's Joe Denny. Okay. Got you. Joe Denny. How are you? How you doing? I said she's still a mod of his, but he doesn't pay mods like most people. No, remember, she clarified, Cashew, because people were saying, yo, ain't you his moderator and the payment, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, no, I'm not his moderator. She has a job title to where she like will schedule his streams or something like that. Or she picks certain things for his stream, like what he talks about and research and yada, yada, yada. That's the job she says she had for him, not just moderating. But I remember she clarified that. I could have swore she clarified that and said, like, yeah, I'm doing blah, 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 not just moderating. And he pays me well. That was her exact words, if I'm not mistaken.
Patties. But yeah, I feel like people just don't have any sympathy for someone who's a disgusting Hasan orbiter, justifies all that behavior, also wishes U.S. veterans get PTSD, hopes that they don't get insurance or anything like that. Like, then why are you crying about insurance? Like, it's so disgusting. Right, so we got another video here, context for those wondering how she broke her wrist. Okay, and here she tells the story of how this happened. And forgive me if I don't buy this.
I mean, her arm could have just been tired from lifting Big Macs back to back to back. You know what I mean? Like, how many donuts can you dunk before your shoulder and wrist? Yo, how many donuts? Yeah, she over there. She the dunking champion. Dunkin' Donuts hate to see her coming. I know a buffet hate to see Frogan walking anyway.
Good news is, after years of wanting to ice skate, I finally did it. But the bad news is, I broke my wrist, and I have to be in this for 2 weeks.
Hey, what's up, Uranium? How you doing?
And then I have to get another cast. But you know, life is all about trying new experiences, including ice skating.
Yeah, sure. Ice skating. Okay. Yeah. We're totally buying that one, guys. Frogan was simply ice skating. Oh, are you sure you didn't mean ice cream or, something of that variety? So wait a minute.
Yeah, Cap. Ice skating, son. Word. You was over there looking like Goldberg from Mighty Ducks. I gotta stop. People might not even get my reference. My bad. I don't expect her to be on no damn ice. Ice cream. She was getting ice cream, maybe.
Wait a minute. You're telling me she was actually engaging in physical activity before this happened, before she actually injured herself? Yes, surely. I'm sorry, I was very good at maths in school, and even with my expertise, this does not add up, okay? I'm sorry, I'm no Einstein here, all right? But this doesn't seem to follow the laws of our universe, right? It's simply like defying physics, right? Because if Frogan was ice skating and fell down, there would be natural disasters all over the planet, okay? Magnitude 10 earthquakes everywhere, volcanoes, heck, maybe planet Earth would have been knocked out of orbit, okay? Life as we know it would have been ended, right?
That's big facts. She built like the dude's wife from Munster House. I gotta stop the If I had an editor to take pictures and put it on it, I would try to do it. Yeah, she looked just like it. But my bad. Yeah, that definitely would have caused the earthquake.
So forgive me if I simply cannot believe the story. This seems like a bunch of Capachungus deluxe. Now, let me tell you guys what really happened. Okay, here is my theory as an expert in the Hasan orbiters. I feel like I have a PhD on this shit at this point, right? So basically what happened was that Frogan here was trying to put her hand in a cookie jar, okay? Particularly the 7th cookie jar of the same day, right? And you see the repetitive motion, right, of reaching her hand into the jar was simply too strenuous for the oh-so-circular one. So what happened was when she got to the 7th jar, right, she had to sort of contort her hands and her wrist in order to fit into the jar, right? Especially when the cookies started reaching the bottom, right? And she was in her desperation to get the last cookie in the jar, okay? We can relate. We love some cookies, all right? Maybe not the 7th jar though, right? But essentially, she was trying to get the last cookie. And then, of course, she got stuck. A common experience with voluminous people. Yes, she yanked her hand over and over, trying to escape from the jar. No! It was like a rat trap there, right? Sort of got stuck there. And then while yanking it, she obviously injured herself and she broke her wrist, right? And I don't know about you, but it feels like my theory is 99.9999% accurate. No sarcasm, obviously. Now, you guys can vote below. Which story is more likely in the comments? Frogan going flipping ice skating and falling over, right? Or Frogan trying to get a cookie from her cookie jar, right? You guys can vote. You can be the judge, the juries, the executioners, everything, right? Let me know, okay? Pure responded, she broke her wrist eating ice cake. That looks like a soft cast wrapped in bandages, not a proper orthopedic cast, considering she put her full weight on both. Okay, if she put her full weight on both wrists, that shit is not going back. Then immediately adjusted her microphone with the arm now in a cast. I'm going to continue to call serious bullshit. I thought she said Hasan paid her really well. Are you telling me people lie on the internet? I guess it isn't well enough. No. Hasan pays her so well that she literally has to beg for $500. Literally $500, the amount Hasan makes in 5 milliseconds of streaming. Her chat is not moving fast enough for her to be asking for $500. She has a master's degree, and I'm very confident she can get a job with benefits, but refuses. Yeah, no, that would require actually doing some level of work. She's pulling a DSP gaming. She's headed down that path. Bro, regardless of who it is, if it's a Hasan orbiter or not, I cannot stand e-beggars, bro. Literally the lowest of the low. Refusing to actually work work for your money and just begging from it from other people like a worthless fucking loser, especially when you have the means. You have the means to go do it yourself, but you're just too flippin' lazy. It's just so stupid, bro. And you're taking money from people who are actually working for their shit and they're trusting you with this stuff. And then you just keep exploiting them over and over. It wasn't enough to beg for money for the GoFundMe and then for the rent before, and then the year before that, the fucking emergency rent or whatever. It's just over and over. You give them an inch and they'll keep begging until the end of time. And that's why here on the legendary series, everything is free until...
Well, eventually her supporters are going to notice it. Be like, she's going to turn into like the female DSP. Oh, who else used to do that? Was Boogie doing that too? I think Boogie used to beg his ass off as well. There's a lot. There's a lot of these streamers that was out here wilding with that.
The end of time. It's absolute cinema for 7 years. Okay, literally always been free, always will be free. As a wise streamer once said,
who fucking who?
Okay, she tweeted again. Imagine breaking your wrist at 29 years old. Oh my God, she's almost 30, bro. Bro, I can't with these people. And having to tell people it's from ice skating.
That's a hard ass 29. I thought I could have swore she was in her 40s. And I'm like, damn, she hit 29 like she was a child actress. That shit hit her harder than Macaulay Culkin. Nigga. Damn, that shit hit her like she was in Hollywood. She over there looking like Rosie O'Donnell.
Because you watched a gay hockey show. We all know it was the cookie jar, Frogan. Let's hope you don't get PTSD and have no health insurance.
I refuse
she
to
says
watch
she's
that
being
show.
canceled.
I feel like people are pumping it. Like it's not because of what it's about. I just don't like when stuff feels force fed. And then that show seems like it's being so promoted and people on the internet keep talking about it. It's like, nah, I don't think I want to watch it. That's why it took me so long to watch Naruto. Yeah, I was getting sick of that shit in my school. I was like, why are these niggas running like this? This is kind of weird. Like, why they? And then I watched it eventually and was like, oh, there's fire. And then like speed run through it. I did the same thing to One Piece. And now I'm like one of the biggest One Piece fans on the planet. Shout outs to Corazon, favorite character. Well, him and Zoro. Am I still small? Corazon and Zoro are my two favorite characters. That's why I keep them right here by me to remind me of what strength really means. Put that right there. You good, Corazon? All right. But yeah, I usually go against the wave when it comes to like TV shows and movies and whatnot.
Canceled again for breaking her wrist. Right. Maybe it's the constant e-begging. Right. So anyway, she responded to the drama. Twitch streamer mischaracterizes her e-begging to her audience while also blaming Donald Trump for not being able to find a job. Of course, this is Trump's fault. Also, Frogan, I'm not a socialist. I should not be the one to pay your medical bills. You should be asking Hasan to pay it because that's what he believes in. Hasan should set the example for the rest of us capitalists. So yeah, she also asks other people who are criticizing her to pay her bills.
So the preface. So last night I was talking about how my cast today was going to be about $500 and I don't have health insurance. And then instead of sub goals like I usually have, I made donation goal because I'm like, whatever. I don't think that's a bad thing, to be quite honest. So I was like, you know what? Instead of having sub goals, I'm just going to change it to a dono goal. And then of course, people online were like, I have hate watchers, which to be quite honest, if I hate anybody, my thing is, it's just like, if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to watch you, but that's just me. But like, there's like LSF, Twitter, those drama accounts going around. They're like,
You said watch Bleach. I was into Bleach, and then I feel like I got to the end of it where like my man lost his powers, and then I stopped watching it. But it was so long ago that I do not remember it, not fully. So I want to rewatch Bleach because I heard they kept it going too as well. Right? Like I'm behind on a lot of animes, right? Like I feel like that's just me. Like I'm gonna wait until it builds up or until the wave dies down. Like Attack on Titan, oh my gosh. I couldn't go nowhere without people talking about this damn anime. Right? Same thing with My Hero Academia. And I've watched all of these that I'm naming and loved it. Jujutsu Kaisen. I slowed down. Demon Slayer, I waited mad long. I'm a binger. I prefer to binge. I hate the fact that I caught up to One Piece. Because now I'm sitting here waiting for new episodes. Like, nigga, what? Do you know how it felt to just watch like 100 episodes back to back like it was nothing? I love binge watching. But yeah, I prefer to wait. And then once a bunch of seasons come out or once people stop hyping it up, then I'll go and check it out. And if it's good, it's good. I'm not going to hate. That's why I became like a huge Naruto fan. I was hating on the people that was spreading it so much. Like, god damn, like it was like, y'all don't understand. My school was Naruto'd out. Everybody was running around like characters, the headbands and all that. I was like, what y'all? Come on, it's still Yu Yu Hakusho all day. Fuck is y'all talking about? Nigga, it's still Dragon Ball Z over here. Which just refused to update. And then eventually I watched it. I was like, okay, I can see why y'all going crazy now. Naruto's my nigga. My man, who's my second favorite character? My man, Rock Lee. There you go. Spy Family. I started watching that, but not because I wanted to. Somebody that I care about really wanted me to watch that and check out the movie and all that. So I checked out Spy Family. It's sweet. I'm not mad at it. It's a sweet anime. I'll mess with a sweet anime here and there. I just can't do too much. Like, I call them girly animes. I can't do girly animes too much. I can't. I gotta like take them once in a while. I can't just watch the whole Fruit Basket and then watch Spy Family back to back. That's just overload for me, right? Like, I gotta slow down. I'm not mad at it. I'll watch one of those shows here and there. I watched Toradora and was pissed at the ending, but I watched it, right? So yeah, that's how I feel about Spy Family. I think it's cool. I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? And I'm planning to eventually keep watching the rest of the episodes and whatnot. But it was cool. I got up to where they did that movie where pretty much the movie was just him doing a birthday thing for the girl. I was like, that's what the whole movie is? Right. This is one of the sweet animes. It's like one of those wholesome, root for the like family type of animes. I'm not mad at that style at all. I just don't watch them like crazy frequent.
Brogan doesn't have health insurance and she's e-begging for money for people to pay for her cat. That's going to be $500 because she's irresponsible and doesn't have health insurance.
I refuse to finish Boruto.
Girl, you want to pay?
My bad. I refuse to finish Boruto. I'm done. I got up to where this nigga cheated on the shooting exams, and I was just like, I'm sick of this. First of all, everyone in Boruto is better than the original characters from Naruto, and that makes me sick. Like, we seen these niggas struggle, bro. Ultramar's, I probably pronounced his name wrong. His son is able to beat teachers in like that. What? Nigga, if these niggas was to go back in time and fight the Naruto characters, they would demolish them. Rock Lee's son is beast mode. This nigga natural talent for just taijutsu is crazy. But yeah, I couldn't watch it no more because it was like they was shitting on the original characters, bro. Sasuke's daughter is able to master her shit. Like, come on, bro. Nah. Then Naruto's daughter, she's like a grandmaster at that fucking the palm shit immediate. It's too much. It's too much, bro. People keep telling me that they saw introducing time travel too, so I chilled off of Boruto. I can't finish it.
$100 because she's irresponsible and doesn't have health insurance.
Disrespectful.
It's like, girl, you want to pay for it then? You want to fucking pay for it then?
So can you link me
and
something?
And then everyone's just like, why don't you get a real job? It's like,
Discord.
I've been trying, and unfortunately, I have a degree in the field of public health. Okay,
I can't mess with what they do.
And you know what Trump defunded last year around March, a year ago? Public health research. You know what I mean? So even if I wanted to get back into the field where I have a degree in, the entire field is defunded.
Oh my God, bro. These people are so pathetic. The absolute ultimate victim complex. Oh my God, my problems are just everyone else's fault. Oh my God, the world is in a grand conspiracy to keep me down. Frogan, you literally spent like 5 years wasting your time streaming. Like, yeah, I assume like your degree gets less and less valuable as time passes. Your reputation is horrible as well. Like employers probably do.
And while I'm at it, Boruto's a disrespectful little mother effer. I can't stand this nigga. The way he talked to his father, did you know what your father had to go through? You got a whole family here. Your father had a fucking cot in a room by himself. Why did they let Naruto live by himself, bro? That was one of the most insane things that I've always asked. Like, I asked my older brother too, like, what's up with this village, bro? They treated this nigga foul. They did him dirty, bro. Naruto had it hard. Just to have Boruto sit there and bitch and moan, bro, it pissed me off. When you got everything, nigga. My father's the Hokage. He's admired. I got a whole family in a household and we don't gotta struggle. I can eat ramen when I want. Poor me. He even had that cheat in the tuning exam. I hate this nigga, bro. I hate Baruto, bro. I know they keep saying and he gets like some alien shit to go. I don't care, bro. I don't care about none of that. And it seems like they're just trying to remake Naruto. So the alien's supposed to be in him the same way that the Nine Tails was in it. Bullshit out. That bullshit. I'd rather watch Yu Yu Hakusho again. I'd rather rewatch One Piece, start from scratch.
Background check and realize that you don't care about fucking veterans. Obviously, they're not going to let you in the healthcare industry. Like, that is probably horrible.
Hold on, let me say what's up. What's up, Wayne? How you doing? All right, I think I said hello to everybody. If I didn't say what's up to you, make sure you say what up in the chat so I could greet you. I want to make sure I say hello to everybody.
For your reputation, and they probably give you some generic rejection letter of like, oh yeah, you weren't qualified for the role or something. But the truth is, like it's your online presence that is affecting your job search. Exactly. This is all entirely your fault. Like, you can't just blame all your problems on everybody else, okay? And for the last time, nobody's paying for your shit. Oh my God, It's all pathetic, bro. Hasan orbiters and begging. It's like a match made in heaven. And Hasan will still not give her a penny, bro. At least give her some work. Maybe have her arrange some tweets for your stream. Toss her like 5 pennies, bro.
So the people are mad at me because I made a dono goal instead of a sub goal for my wrist.
Isn't moving.
And in my head, I'm just like, dude, like whenever I'm like talking like this, I'm talking to my community. I'm not talking to.
I didn't even notice that her chat is not moving. Y'all think she botting? If your chat not moving like that, but you getting numbers, that's a little odd. Think maybe she don't got no money because she's spending all of it on bots to make herself seem like she's a successful streamer. A lot of these streamers be buying bots, bro. It's nasty work. Just build it on your own, man. It's cool. Also, I don't even look at the numbers of how many is in the stream. I look at the chat. I care about the individuals that's supporting me, right? But people like her, they don't. So when I look at her chat's not moving. That does look extremely odd. It looks like that she could be botting. I don't know this for sure, but damn, yeah, I didn't notice that until you guys pointed that out. It don't make no sense. My chat is moving. Why is her chat not moving? That's odd. Said chat's where is that? Facts. Y'all be cracking me up.
The fucking dumbass motherfuckers on Reddit. You know what I mean? Unless you're like a dumbass motherfucker on Reddit and you like my content. You know what I mean? What do people with public health degrees go into? Research, clinical coordination, healthcare management, everything like that. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you. I'm a new woman. I'm a new fucking woman, bro. Like, I can move my elbow. Like, nursing? No. Public health is not clinical. It's more so like the administrative clinical stuff, research, access to healthcare, shit like that. But yeah, my arm is fucking free, guys. My arm is free. I can move my elbow. I'm just like, yeah. Even though it really hurts kind of doing this right now, I'm not gonna lie, but like, they gave me my Fortnite back. They gave me my Fortnite back, guys.
Well, congratulations. At least she can reach for some cookies again. We all know you ain't going ice skating. Also, she goes, I was only talking to my community. Well, I don't know. Half of your clips are addressing other people. You literally addressed the haters right now before you were addressing veterans. So I don't know. I'd say you're talking to other people as well.
Where'd she get that degree from, Hasan? She got the degree to beg. Nah, dead ass though, she do. Hasan's giving out begging degrees, man. That is funny.
People responded, if she can't find a job, it's probably not because of Trump. It's probably...
What if she went to the Kai Cenat school for streaming? Do you think she would have been successful? She should have applied. That'd have been funny.
Because of her statements are not ones many employers want associated with their brand. And it was out of nowhere, Mizkif responded.
I'm a real chat.
What?
If you're like, I think Frogan's probably like 5 years into the game. Just get a job. She averages 80 viewers. And I'm not even saying it's in a hate towards Frogan. I'm just being real. You've been doing this for 5 years now.
So she
5 years. And you still are at 60 viewers. Keep in mind, that's 80 viewers.
She's going for her third Rising Star Miz.
Bro, okay, well, she needs to have her rising charts, because this is insane. Her biggest peak ever was 4 years ago, where she hit 700 viewers. I don't know how old she is. How old is Frogan? She's 28. Bro, just pack it up. Like, I might...
This nigga's bugging. Yeah, then I should quit streaming too, huh? Like, damn. Oh, this dude, I hate when bigger channels and streamers always say stuff like that. If you get this amount of views, you need to pack it up. No, I think if you maybe blown up already, right, and you were famous, and then you fall down so crazy that the amount of views you get make no sense. I've seen channels that got like 1 million subscribers and they have a hard time getting 10 views on a video, maybe that's when you could start talking to them like that. But if somebody's up and coming, right? Well, I don't know how many followers does she have. I'm not defending Frogan, by the way, guys. I just noticed a lot of bigger streamers will talk about streamers like that. So she has 67,000 on Twitch. That's not too crazy, is that? Like for her, it's because she sucks, right? And she's not entertaining. But I don't like them putting that, like, I don't know if the word is stigma of the whole, if you're not getting this amount of viewers, then you need to pack it up. No, she got to pack it up because she trash. Like that got nothing to do with the amount of viewers she got. She just garbage. Huge difference, right? But once again, I ain't defending her. I'm defending up and coming streamers.
My opinion,
which she is not one, by the way. So I'm not defending her.
You pack it up. You pack it up.
She need to pack it up in general.
Try to get a new job. This is a hobby at this point. This should not. You're not making any money. And if the fact you have to beg for money or even ask for money, it's over, bro. It's over. You have 50 viewers, man. Do you know how little that is, chat? She might be making like maybe $1,000 a month. Someone needs to have that talk with Frogan. This girl needs to get a fucking job. 5 years, you're at 80 viewers. And here's the thing: you're not just at 80 viewers. You're very popular. Like not popular. You're well known. Frogan's known by millions of people at this point. All of Hasan's community, everybody knows who Frogan is, and she's at 80 viewers.
Yeah, Miskiff trying to desperately jump on it as well.
That's because she's trash. Hasan trash too, but that's blatantly because like they probably went and checked her out, maybe even followed and subscribed just off of her being an underling for Hasan, and then her content wasn't doing nothing. She just sat there and cried all day. So they not going to watch it. They would rather watch someone like Hasan, well, cry as well, but at least he's talking about more politics and the politics that they are choosing to ride or die with, right? So I don't expect her to have as many viewers as Hasan or anybody, right? Because she's garbage. But I will say that is a sign that she has no talent and that people just genuinely don't really rock with her, right?
Well, but nobody really...
I don't care how many viewers she got, right? The fraction, it should be what's more spoke on. And I do think that is a sign that like, okay, people followed you because of who you know, but they don't actually like you. That's why I always tell people this whole, I want to collab with a bigger YouTuber or a streamer to boost your name and try to blow your career up. It will not do that at all. It might do the opposite.
Like cares about Miskiff's opinion. He's just here
build it on your own
for some comedic relief. Also hilarious, this guy calling anyone irrelevant. I mean, it doesn't mean anything considering you try to call me irrelevant as well, right? But the funny thing is, when you did it to me, you never brought up any of my views, right? Interesting. Instead, the reverse happened. I had to bring up your viewership. Funny how that works. Absolute fucking loser, bro. And honestly, he's going to be the butt of my jokes in the series for a long, long time. This guy just pissed me off one time, and congrats. You're cemented in history forever now.